officially in Lagos, and we're going to do Hello Lagos. So, hello Lagos, welcome to the collective. Thank you very much for trusting us with your Uber. You could have gone for a dinner, you could have gone for a party, but then you chose this time to spend this evening with us. Thank you very much. Can you celebrate yourself, please? That's how you need to yes, it's okay. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not here alone. I came with my band. And guess their name? The orchestra. So give it up for the orchestra.
Hello, sorry, please, we are alone.
Guess what? I'm talking the camera. I don't know them again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The thought around the collective is more like a platform for us to be able to tell our story and learn. We want to talk about yesterday. We want to talk about today. More importantly, we want to talk about the future. Now, when you look at what we have here, the collective, the new money. Now, when you're thinking about it, assumption is that guy is the new money, the other person is the new money. But guess what? You are the new money. So celebrate yourself. More importantly, you need to look at the person sitting next to you. Now, we're doing this now. Everybody here, that is at the collective, what we call them the chosen one. So that means you're special, you're incredible. Now, take your time. Take a selfie with the person sitting next to you. Because when you're seeing them, what are you going to call them? The new money. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like I mentioned, this is an unreal moment for me, right? And the reason is simple. Yesterday, we went up for a course, myself and my co-founder that work, right? And while we're there, Adibola, Babatunde, you're going to see them. And we're just like, the last time the gang were able to put together was 4 years ago. And being together yesterday, it changes everything around how we see ourselves. And primarily, this was something we started very small yesterday. Now, today, a lot has changed. We're launching officially the brand, right? But more importantly, only with blessing and trust is the fact that we want to build in the public. And what that means is, as we're driving forward into our future, into tomorrow, it's more around the fact that we want to do it with you. That means we don't want to build a product in isolation. We want to ask you, what does it need to be the new one? What does it need to create wealth? I'm going to be having my crew on board very soon. But then, I've seen a lot around how wealth has evolved. I've seen a lot around how people move from zero to nothing. But then, the reality is changing, and we get to think about what can we do differently. So now, we're starting officially, and I'm happy to call you the first cohort of the collective. And the goal for the collective is simple. Is being able to bring together a mix of people to deliberate on how to change the narrative when it comes to creating prosperity in Africa. So that means we're starting collective You can wake up tomorrow and say you want to start collective Abuja. Collective London. And by the way, we are having collective Tokyo in July. It's not like that. So, with that, I'm inviting my crew. Let's celebrate my co-founder, Adaji. We actually talked about something yesterday that when we started the bank, we were bigger than this. For real!
What would have been nice is the confirming then and the confirming now. You'll be surprised.
And really, we have to do that. And the reason is, we're committed to our mission to make prosperity common. Even if it takes us losing all the calories, but then we enjoy doing it. Thank you very much. It's nice to have you. How's it been?
You honest or
No, it's how it is.
I think it's been tough and sweet, right? With price and grain. Yes, there have been a lot of aha moments, been a lot of God help us, right? But they are thankful that we are here today.
Thank you very much. It's been an incredible project. Because I remember the first call I had with you. I just about the fact that, okay, I have to do something when it comes to financial services, work management. And when I called you, what was the first question I asked?
And the story from it says, how much are you earning? Like, we're not questioning
Yes.
how much are you earning?
And from there, we went for a dinner. The dinner was like 4 hours, just talking through everything. All of this became what we did differently. And I'm happy to be on this journey with you. If I have to do it again, I'll do it too. I ask you guys a motion now. So by the way, thank you very much. The time is up. You can leave. Bye. Please celebrate that. And apart from the fact that I have that phone, I have this incredible people. I'm not alone. I came with my crew. You're going to see them very soon. And if I'm going on in, do your high five. Adimola Adeniro. Daniel Adegoke. And also, I have Leke Ojo. I have Bukola Adewale. Then I have Joseph Adesina. So now, one thing is, everything you see around that, oh, Tom, don't you love this brandy? Have you seen Made by Rank? So that's the magician. Yeah. So let's celebrate him. Now, Miriam, you're going to think I forgot your name. Let's celebrate Miriam. This is interesting. Now, when you look at this building, we're trying to make the decision around venue too. This venue was very strategic for us. And the reason was very simple. We started work at the back of this building in my former house when I was not married. And the interesting thing is, it was just the 4 of us that were together, myself, Adebola, Leke, Andapo. We just said, okay, we've been building this program. Can we just come together and eat? We'll be stressing each other. And Ademola is more like the king of selfie. Even with his camera, right? It's always with camera. And it was more like an humble moment that we started from my city room, my house. And within 5 years, we got listed as the 7th fastest growing company in Africa. Incredible. Now, you guys were thinking that I was not in the picture. Yes, he was there. That was him at the back. And Adebola, wherever you are, what can you remember about that day? The jollof rice. The jollof rice was incredible. That was how we started RAN. RAN started from, we're never thinking about building a company. We're not thinking about being the fastest growing company. We were just reckless. We were bold, we were ambitious. We just wanted to build. And that was more like the seed of faith that we started with. And that became what we all have today, which is the brand you call Rank. I'm going to start with my story. And by the way, my brother is Billion Iromini. I never grew up in Lagos. I grew up in a small town called Iwo in Osun State. I grew up in 2 wards. My mom on one end, she started a cooperative, a community called Better Life. This was her in circle. You can see the glasses. And one interesting thing about our family is every 27th of December every year was remarkable. And the reason was simple. My mom had something they call Club 27. I don't know where they got the name. But what they do is they meet every quarter, and with that meeting, they come together, they contribute, they develop properties, they do community works. Now, when I was going to look for this picture, it was just the perfect picture. And the reason is, this was when they were commissioning one of their projects. She started a cooperative, a group, and that group, they were contributing together, and they developed different projects. I never knew I was going to do anything around communities. That was one word. The other word was my dad. He started buying stocks at the age of 8. I remember then, by the time, anytime you have like 9 p.m. in our house, NTA News, stock markets, you dare not shout. You are quiet. Now, growing up in this environment, and another thing I remember clearly is, for more than 15 years, or even 16 years, my dad was able to live sustainably without having to work. That was the world I lived in because it was deliberate about wealth management. I remember I had the portfolio manager then, right? That was the 2 words. My dad on one end, he was trading. My mom was more like a community organizer. So when you look at this, I started working, I started building business, and one thing keeps reoccurring to me that, okay, I have some liquidity at this point, but what does it mean to move from you have liquidity to actually creating wealth, like I saw with my dad? I walk up to a financial institution that does the wealth management, investment banking, and I tell them, I need a wealth manager, I need a portfolio manager, and they just look at me like, who are you to be asking for portfolio manager? And that actually dawned on me that the financial institution or the investment bank or wealth management that we had then, because I was working World Bank, I had some liquidity, I just felt, okay, I have to start planning. I felt negligible because I was not relevant. How much are you? How much do you have? That was one of the things that pushed me to ask myself the question, what does it mean to create wealth for my generation? What does it mean to create wealth today? And when you look at that, often for the past 10 years, a lot of young people, they've saved consistently. Saving is not really a challenge again. But the disparity is simple. You keep saving, but the path to wealth is not clear. Because there's a difference between I'm saving and I'm creating wealth. And what I've seen is such that you're able to have a leverage, because you cannot just keep saving. There has to be clarity around what the path to wealth is. And that was the question I kept on asking myself. That I had to call that, okay, can we build this? But then, one thing is important with our culture at Rank. We don't just jump with building a product. We start with the first principle, which is experiments. We're not sure about what we're building. We're not sure whether it's going to work. And we started these experiments in 2020, late 2021. And the experiment was simple. How can we create a path to wealth for different market segmentation? And that was the starting point. That's how can we create a path to different verticals of the market. We started with the biggest one. Please, let's celebrate Kolaino. Let's celebrate him. And the reason is simple. I call him Egbo. These are some of the people that believed in us when we're not sure we're building a company. Now, we started our experiment. We started with the builders. Now, the builders are more like people call them mass informal markets, bottom of the pyramid. Why are you using those words for people? No, we see them as builders. And these are more like the market women, traders, artisans. We started with them. They don't have a smartphone. And after then, we moved to the emerging affluents. And when you look at the emerging affluent, they're more like the working population. They're the drivers of the economy. They're the ones saving. And it kept on looking like, which day am I going to blow? And the other thing that is bad in our culture is, when you look at the word prosperity, often the first thing that comes to mind is money, money. No. And it got really bad such that social media make it worse. Comparison, under pressure. Our music contributes to that. A lot of people are running the race they were not called for. Often, I want to breathe like Dangote. Why do you need Dangote's money? Can you manage it? And for me, for the emerging affluents, the goal is, can you actually define what prosperity means for you? Can you define what wealth means? How much is enough? Then, we did an experiment on the affluents. 3 market verticals: the builders, the emerging affluents, and the affluents. I'm going to share the result of the experiments. Now, starting with the builders. The interesting thing about this screenshot is that was the first WhatsApp group that was created. You can see what you have there: Shapati Fund Support. A group of 5 women thought we were investors. And we were just experimenting. Now, the interesting thing with the builders is, you see them start from nothing to something. Often, we talk about financial inclusion. Have we achieved it? No. And the reason is simple. These people, they don't even have enough to be included. And for us, how can we leverage technology to start this? Now, with this, I'm going to be inviting Miriam Adebayo to the stage. Let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Now, the interesting thing about the builders is, when we started the experiment, about 80% of our customers were women. And eventually we started calling Miriam Madam Grassroots. Let's celebrate her. And the reason is simple. Miriam comes from the place of empathy. She's part of them. She can listen to them. She can pick their call 6 a.m. And some of the people she has supported, I would like her to tell their story. Over to Miriam. Yeah. Oh, please.
Oh, thank you. Okay, welcome everyone. Okay. I'm here to tell you about so many things we've done in the past and how that shaped where we are today. So, just as Femi said, there are a group of people in the financial sector that are being called the underserved, the informal sector, the mass market. So if you look at those words, it's somewhat like sterile. So you just put them, they're just people that you want to, you want to like, you create products that is more like an intervention. But at rank, we see them as the builders because that is what they are. They are building every day, building family, building culture, building system. Because just imagine a woman who wakes up as early as 7 a.m. because she knows she has to send her kids to school, or a mechanic who knows that, okay, he has his apprentice and he's also trying to get to a place of his own. These are the people we see as the builders. So at rank, we believe that you shouldn't grow alone. We should create a system where you can look at yourself tomorrow and become a margin affluent. So this also shapes, some of the things we do at rank. So I also want to highlight, there's a woman. I'd like to look at this image. This was when, Femi told you how they started at the back of their house. Look at Femi, he's not so fresh. This woman here, her name is Eunice. The good thing, the exciting thing about Eunice is that Eunice is she believed in us. She's one of the first person who started the Rank Cooperative, like a community. She led the cooperative. Right now, I'll tell you that Eunice, she's studying her MBA right now. She believed that, it's a good story. So she believed then when we engaged her, she told us, I would love to scale my business more, but I still believe that for me to scale my business more, I need to have an MBA. I need to go to a business school. And we were able to, we didn't do it for her. The funny thing, most financial sector will come, oh, I did this, I did that. We moved this person from here to there. She did it. Because if she didn't have that dream to have MBA, she won't be where she is. We only gave her access. And that is what Rank is doing. We create access. So at Rank, we believe that bank in financial sector, banks say, oh, okay, they have good apps. They are good at banking. They have good apps, great rates, flashy system. Everything is moving and just looking so good. But at Rank, we believe that we should bank good. Banking good means that we should be able to also make impacts in people. We made it our motto not to pick a side. We don't want to be good at banking. We also want to do good. And that is the story you will be hearing here today. We are not just banking good. We want to also do good. So thank you very much, everyone. Yeah. Oh, Femi.
Let me bring Femi back on stage.
I'll just hurry on.
Welcome back. So, I'm handing over to you.
The bullshit of blind is incredible.
It's incredible in the sense that often when people think about this vertical, it's all about rebellion. But for us, we started Bank Microfinance Bank And I'm only saying, we believe that while you're banking, you can still do good. That is the concept of bank good for us. We've seen the story of this woman, like different things they can do. And I have a particular woman, her name is Mrs. Grace. I remember her very well. It was more like she wants bread. And eventually at the point, based on the support we're providing and even the contribution they're doing in their community, she became the largest supplier of bread in the country. Isn't that incredible? Now, I'm going to be sharing the story of Mrs. Grace in a bit, right? But what we've seen with the builders is very simple. You don't have to build a sophisticated technology to them. You just have to really care and listen to them. So, in a way, when you look at the way we design the products, we started with a WhatsApp group, then we listened to them, and eventually, at a point, they were able to transition. And one of them, our story, is interesting, such that with the builders, over 12 months, we've disbursed coming up 136 billion naira. Isn't that incredible? Now, one major lesson we learned from the builder is this. Often people say, a lot of people are not trustworthy in Nigeria. So we've seen this set of people. They keep showing up. They have empathy. And they're actually able to come through their community to be able to do a lot more. I'm going to be sharing more around the builder eventually. Now, based on the experiment for the builder, I'm talking about the emerging affluent. And for the emerging affluent, the story is simple. They're more like the working population, salary earners, and all. And when you look at this category, okay, often they don't have access to credit. When you're in Nigeria, I want to buy a car, I want to build a house. Next thing is they're going to a bank. And getting to the bank is interesting that bank say we're charging 40-60%. Which is why when they leave Nigeria, the first thing you're seeing is what? I just bought my first car. Have you ever thought about it? No. Baseline interest rate today is 27%. Compare that to a developed country, which is how many percent? 4 or 5%. And when you look at a young person, the working population, how do you expect them to drain? The other part is, a lot of fintechs, a lot of platforms, we've done incredible job making sure they save. But one thing we say is, often with the savings, they need to buy a car, but they need to go, they need to deep into that savings. They don't have any leverage. And at the end of the day, it keeps looking like a doom that you don't know where this is. Now, one of the things we're doing is to create a basket that makes sure young people, the working population, the emerging affluent, because we believe in them, we believe in you, are able to have that leverage to think about something, to be able to drink, and they know that when they're ranked, they have the right backing. You need to clap. When you know that when you drink, there's a company, there's a platform, there's a community that's backing you. We can go all the way. And our world can be better for us. So with that, I will be inviting our head of products, The interesting thing about Lincoln is the fact that Lincoln was the first was ranked first employee